Manchester United have beaten Charlton 3-0. Really pleased that Manchester United have got through to the semi-final of the League Cup. Considering we made 8 changes to the starting lineup, it was a great win for Manchester United. This could have been, in my opinion, a banana skin. Yes, it's against League One opposition, and Charlton haven't been doing very well in League One. But with the 8 changes that Manchester United have made, I think it really significantly weakened Manchester United's team. I know people are going to argue and say you should still be beating Charlton with that weaker team, with the likes of Maguire costing 80 million, Antony costing 80-90 million, and you've got so many more expensive players in that starting lineup. But this was a severely weakened team for Manchester United. You've got Kobe Manu starting his first Manchester United game at 17 in midfield. You've got Garnacho, who's still a young guy and is not yet hit the heights of Marcus Rashford, who's in the prime years of his Manchester United career. He's just starting out, and his numbers are not going to be as impressive at this moment in time. Although he did have a very decent first half for Manchester United, where he caused Charlton a lot of problems. And obviously Alanga up front, who probably isn't Manchester United quality, but he's still a young guy himself, and still isn't hitting the high numbers either, along like Garnacho at this moment in time. And probably with a bit more strength in depth, them two probably wouldn't have played as many games this season for Manchester United if we'd had more experienced players. Antony opened the scoring with a nice strike in the corner. Obviously he was the main danger threat for Charlton this evening, because he's the more experienced one. I think he's 20, coming up to 23 now years of age, and that's 2 goals on the spin for him. Hopefully that'll do him the world of good, because I know he did get a lot of criticism, and probably rightly so, for his performance against Everton, but still managed to get a goal. If he can continue to rack up some goals, hopefully that will bring him a lot more confidence for Manchester United. But you would expect players of that ability to probably be putting teams like Charlton to the sword in these games, considering they are in League One, and with the price tag and the reputation that he had when he came to Manchester United. But I think it's 5 goals now for him this season. Hopefully he can improve and continue to score goals. Manchester United, second half, unfortunately Manchester United have had to bring the cavalry on. We've brought the likes of Eriksen and Casemiro on, because at 1-0 it's still a hairy scoreline for Manchester United. If they'd scored 1 goal, and this game it would have gone straight to penalties if it had ended 1-1, and that is a problem. I mean, anything can happen then. They brought them on, and obviously Rashford's come on later on in the game and managed to seal victory for Manchester United. A couple of goals from Marcus Rashford to keep up his rich reign and form at this moment in time, and hopefully that will continue, because we really need Marcus to continue this rich vein of goal scoring form that he's in at this moment in time until the end of the season. Because maybe we are bringing a centre forward in. It does look like we are bringing a centre forward in, but we still, I mean, whoever we do bring in for Manchester United at this moment in time isn't going to be someone that's going to bang the goals in. And obviously most teams do have a bloke that they're heavily relying on scoring goals, and at the moment that is Marcus Rashford. And I do hope that continues, because Antony Martial is very hit and miss. I don't know if he was injured this evening, as why he wasn't in the squad. Obviously Bruno was banned, so he couldn't play. But we're beating League One opposition Charlton. Nothing to shout about. We're through to the semi-final of the League Cup, but I'm relieved, considering we've rotated the side and still managed to end up winning this game 3-0. In the past, we've fucked up when we've rotated sides, even under Fergie. You look back over the years, the likes of Coventry losing to them. I mean, under Van Gaal, we've lost to Milton Keynes. I think that was like 4-0, and he did put a slightly rotated side, but it was probably just as strong, if not stronger than this. So you can come a cropper against these sort of opposition if you don't take it seriously and you're not on your A game. You really can, because these opposition, and it's not like it is in Holland, where if you play a 2nd or 3rd tier team, when you're Ajax manager, you're probably going to win and still win 4 or 5-0, even if you put a rotated side out. This league is very difficult going down the pyramid to beat them teams. But we've got the job done. That is the main thing. We move on to the next round, and we move on to City at the weekend. We did give players some minutes rest this evening, which is good news for that game against City at the weekend, because he was obviously looking for ahead to that game at the weekend. But make sure to hit that subscribe button. Like the video if you liked it on YouTube. And if you're watching this on Facebook, please do hit the share button, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See you.